So very good morning here on which day we have? Wednesday. Okay, so welcome on a Wednesday, and guys, the only question or the main question of many of you guys is what the hell is going on, right? We see Tesla stock touching the $2,000 mark. We are having the S&P going to all-time high during a global pandemic, and still, some people are asking what's going on. So today is the day where we're going into some explanations and what you could do next. And before we diving in, make sure I will just post it in the comment section to post from where you are watching from, guys. Okay, this is very important for me to understand and to see from where you are watching from. And I see some people here just saying that they bought Tesla, for example, here La Caprica, he or she just bought one share of Tesla at 1,835. So as you can see, guys, there is also some new investors coming to the boat. So I'm thinking that this is quite helpful if you understand what's going on and how it can play out. All right. So let's dive quickly into today's agenda. So first of all, we will look into some breaking news, guys. Then I want to go with you into the S&P 500. We have an all-time high. It's very, very clear that, this was just a matter of time. And then we will obviously look into the Tesla stock, and I want finally then look into some Virgin Galactic stock movements, because there seems to be more and more people that are interested into Virgin Galactic, especially they don't know what to do when the stock go down. So it's pretty much interesting to talk about that as well, and therefore diving into it, but before that, make sure to smash that like button. Okay, that's very important for this live stream. We have already a dozen of people here, so make sure to smash that like button or the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. And then we are having a look into some breaking news. Okay, so the world's largest shipping company says demand will significantly decline this year. Okay, and this is interesting. You maybe have seen Maersk already, or Maersk. They are one of the biggest container ship company. They are shipping thousands and thousands of containers every single day, around the world. And this is obviously, very, very, very impressive. And, if you are having this kind of companies, it's important to understand that those big companies can actually predict somehow the upcoming economy. And if they say it's slowing down, we will have and see this effect in the economy, obviously, because you have to imagine that they seeing how much product is being shipped, and therefore can estimate, at least in the trade business, how the economy is moving forward. But also governments are buying products, and I think that this is a quite interesting, significant information that is important to understand. But there's also the point that people are trying, or governments are trying also in this hard times or the slower times, to try to do something more domestic, or companies are moving more into kind of I would say digitalized products and services. So it's quite important to see how this plays out, and if this is any indicator in the next couple of weeks and months to come. So moreover, we are having Morgan Stanley just picking every year its best safe haven currency. Okay, so they are estimating and seeing a kind of couple of currencies, and then they are estimating what would be the best currency to put your money in, and therefore it is apparently the US dollar, and they are thinking that the best currency to put your money into it is the US dollars, better than the Japanese yen or the European euro. Okay, so this is quite interesting. And further, there is some breaking news which was striking me quite significantly, and it was not the Tesla stock, where Elon Musk seems to be very, very happy. But it is more of a picture or a video in the internet, okay? And it is the following, guys. And let me know in the comments right now, what do you think where this is and where this was? So what do you think where on the whole world this pool party is happening? And secondly, do you think this is, just recently and during the pandemic, or you think that this is post-pandemic? Okay, so if you think this is pre-pandemic or post-pandemic and where this is, let me know in the comments, or sorry, in the live chat right now. So I would love to see what you think where this is going on. And there's no wrong answer, so just type it in your keyboard and let me know what do you think where this is. And I see now some answers coming in, because it seems that this went already around as news. But indeed, this was recent. This was the last weekend, and it was in Wuhan. Can you imagine the epicenter of the global pandemic? And we are so much back to normal that they are having big pool parties, guys. Okay, can you imagine? This is absolutely insane. Some countries are still fighting in the peak of this first and second wave, and Wuhan is allowing already, with I guess a proper security management and health management, a whole pool party. So this is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. But as you can see, some countries are just fighting the pandemic much better than other countries can do. So I'm super interested that, something like this can happen. And, I posted this also on my Instagram. So if you want, make sure to consider to follow me also on Instagram. It's Wolf of Dubai Danny, very easy to find, and I'm posting there also daily some content that you don't want to miss. And make sure, I don't know if you haven't or you have already, but make sure to follow my second channel, Wolf of Dubai 2. In just a couple of weeks, I will start to make content there as well. I will shift some of the shows that I'm having now on the main channel to make place for new shows. So make sure to follow me there as well. And if you want to have more and more content, it will be super fun if you joining. Even there's no content yet, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell already, so you don't miss any content as soon as we start. And further, let's talk about the S&P 500. Okay, so this is the chart year to date. And as you can see, we broke the highs of February. February was the last time where we was that high in the S&P 500, and people were scared that it is too high. All right, so they were scared. Okay, the old stocks are super high, and look at this is not sustainable. And now we are in a global pandemic, and the stock market or the main stock index went even to an all-time high. This for some people is maybe not understandable, but it has a couple of fascinating you know, factors to it, which we will talk about. So first of all, you need to see that, you know, some people talked about the V-shaped recovery, and if you look at this, this would be, I would say, more like an L-shaped recovery, okay? So, but if you zoom out of the chart, so this is the same chart, the V-shape or the L-shape is on the top right, and this is just the 5 years chart. So as you can see, it was just a big, you know, and short downturn for the S&P 500, and then we just continued. So and one of the reasons, guys, is a couple of things, okay, and I will show it to you in a chart, and then we will look into something that is even more important. So first, it's let me just show it to you here. So we going into the S&P 500, and first of all, I will show you that it's not that easy, okay? So this is the chart of the S&P 500. As you can see, we are at an all-time high. But now I want to compare it to, for example, Delta Airlines, okay? And I will show you that, and Carnival. Carnival is a big corporation for the cruise lines. Delta Airlines is obviously an airline, and then we have companies like, for example, Hilton in red. And what else is heavily impacted? Let's go, let's see what booking.com is doing in green. So as you can see, the overall recovery, okay, is for not all the players, and especially for those players that are heavily impacted, is very bad and still not recovered at all, okay? And this is something that, you know, guys, the S&P 500, and I will say it again, the S&P 500 is not the stock market, okay? It's just an index, the main index that has very heavily the technology stocks that is driving this recovery. And as you can see here, so the Carnival Cruise stock is down 71% since year to date, okay? Then we have Delta Airlines, minus 52%. Then we have Hilton, 23%. And we have Booking.com that is in green, also more of a digitalized company, but still also affected by the travel bans and so on. And as you can see, they are down about 15%. So the recovery is just, it seems it's there, but you can have a lot of companies that are still, you know, 70 or up to 70% down from the highs that we had seen in the beginning of the year. So this is mainly because of the S&P having very tech-heavy companies, and those companies are thriving, right? And I mean, let's put even some companies like Microsoft into the game. Let's have it purple, for example, right? So you can see the Microsoft, right? Or Amazon. Let's put this in dark yellow, right? Or let's have a look on Apple. So as you can see here, the S&P is just in the middle of the totally worst companies, or still the most affected companies that are currently there since the pandemic, and on the top we have the most thriving companies, and therefore, you see this thriving companies, obviously Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, because just the business also got better, guys. Don't forget this, the business in the digitalized world is just going better. All right, so I hope this can help you to understand why the S&P could potentially go to all-time high. And it's just mostly because of this, big tech stocks. Not only they are thriving, but also this is a big part of the S&P 500. And as you can see, the really big affected companies are still down big time. All right, so let's have a look. What else do we have in our agenda for today's live stream? Let's talk about Tesla stock. Okay, there's a lot of people are wondering now, okay, what can happen with Tesla stock? And for that, let's have a quick look into the Tesla stock right now in terms of where we are. And this is quite easily going here into the Tesla stock. And just before we diving into the chart here, I want to show you guys, we gained again 2.8% yesterday. Intraday it was much bigger. We reached even by 10:50 a.m. the $1,900 mark, and then closed the day with 1,887. So on the other side, it seems that after hours or before hours, we are even gaining another percentage point. The futures look quite positive here, so I'm interested how this plays out. But let's dive into the chart, and as you can see here, it's totally different what the Tesla stock did, what the overall market did here with the other stocks that I just put into that. But as you can see, we are currently, escaping even. Can I just, okay. Can I remove that? Apparently not. Okay, so anyway, so as you can see, the Tesla stock is absolutely, going into a total different atmosphere here, and gained over, if you're just going into year to date, then the Tesla stock made 351%. And I think the most important thing that is important here, we have now some next milestones. So towards the end of the month, which would be somewhere here, we will have a Tesla stock split that is still driving the stock. So I'm curious how this will play out for the stock afterwards, but I think the momentum can be carried on. Then we have the S&P 500 inclusion, which will be somewhere in the Q3. So I guess that will be somewhere in October or November or end of September. Slowly that it will be announced. Then we have obviously the battery day. So there's some things coming up, but I think that the current environment, if it continues, can thrive for the Tesla stock. But nobody can tell you guys, and I want to emphasize, nobody can tell you how the stock will do over the short term. And therefore, I would be only, saying that when you want to invest into Tesla, okay, even with this huge gain, guys, then make sure that you invest long term, because there can be any time that the share goes down for at least, maybe 20%. This can happen. After such a run, there's many people that just invested into the short term. So make sure to prepare for that, and then just be ready to just buy more. And I think this is a good this is a very good start to the next topic. Actually, we wanted to also talk about the Virgin Galactic stock, and I see more and more people saying, and I know how ridiculous this sounds for people that actually are familiar with the stock market. There's people out there, and I'm reading, I'm replying to every comment that you are doing on my videos. So thumb up if you like that, and make sure to follow me also on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny, and also subscribe to my second channel. But as you can, or what I wanted to share with you, there are some people actually, they think, that you invest into a stock and the stock get directly gains, right? And there's no other possibilities. Guys, this is so wrong, okay? So there's no way that you have any type of guarantee that currently, and it doesn't, it seems to be a fantastic environment for stocks right now, but there's no way that you invest and the stock goes directly up and never down and so on. So I'm pretty happy that Virgin Galactic stock, it's not stay at those levels at 26, 27, because it gives us a great opportunity before a breakout to load up more stocks. And as you can see here, and this is a very normal and healthy pattern here for growth stocks. Okay, so let me just explain some phases. So we have the IPO. So people for a couple of months and weeks didn't get even noticed this stock, because there was not big news, and a stock need to have some marketing and PR as well, right? I mean, people need to talk about on CNBC, on other stock market portals and communities. And then we had the dip in December, and then there was a lot of short sellers going into this stock, and then people on money flow into growth stocks, and then we had just in very short time almost more than 5-time explosion of the stock in just in just 2 months. Okay, in just 2 months we exploded. You can make 5 times your money. And then obviously the pandemic hit, and then we went down to $10 levels, which I wish we can go back to. And then we had a slowly but surely incline of increase of the stock. With all the news coming up, with the new CEO, new developments and so on, and we reached the 25, 26 levels. And then there was the news of the delay, no big news on the earnings call and so on, so the stock went down and lost about 35%. So this is totally normal for growth stocks, guys. This happened with Tesla, this happens with Amazon, this happens with Apple. Lots of stocks have this kind of volatility. This is absolutely fantastic. It's important to really look through the noise, guys, and I hope that my videos are helping. If you like them, make sure to smash that like button. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. And I want to go quickly into the comment section to see if there's anything that I need to address. So here's people hoping that space will stay low until the end of the year. This would be fantastic, guys, because I think end of the year and beginning of next year will be so important for Virgin Galactic, guys. Then we have there's people asking me to look into crypto. I'm not that crypto specialist, so will stick to stocks, guys. There's people are waiting for the battery day. We have people from Australia. Burak, our member, is saying that we will hit most probably 2K before the end of the year. This would be fantastic for Tesla shareholders. Guys, if you are wondering what is a member here on this channel, okay, let me quickly explain. So this is the most best thing that I'm proud of, that we are building here community. You know, not only that, we have a lot of fun, okay? I love to have fun with you folks because we are all like-minded. We want to make a lot of money on the stock market, and we will eventually. There is this community that, you know, we created together. You know, we have, if you press the join button below all my videos, you can get so much value by supporting the channel. Only if you want, you select the gold membership. If you want to have, you know, the access to the Discord channel and 24 hours talking with like-minded people that are following, you know, all these videos together and create this community, then you go for the Real Wolf. And if you go for the Platinum membership, then you can even go one-on-one with me, and we can, you know, email ourselves. We both one-on-one talk about portfolio, stocks, everything you want to become a better investor. So I think there's nothing else in the stock investing YouTube world that giving you so much value for just so little contribution, less than a Netflix membership, guys. Okay, so, and Netflix membership just wasting your money. So consider it. Press the join button below all my videos. Thank you very much for tuning in. I wish you all the best. Stay safe and have a successful day on the stock market. And stay safe, okay? And I say goodbye with the dance of Elon Musk. I hope you can subscribe if you are new here, and make sure to thumb up, as well as follow me on Instagram. Guys, I see you in just a couple of hours because I'm vlogging every single day.